Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya Tell It, and I'm back with another video. I came to y'all to do this video today to ask which one of the sisters do y'all think have been through the most ups and downs in their relationship? Starting with Sabrina and Calvin. Okay, my opinion, Calvin, he haven't really done too much except for stick her vibrator up his ass. And on top of that, he always embarrassed her, humiliated her whenever she was doing her. But yet and still, he felt like he had a good excuse for having sex with Peggy the white girl anytime he got ready. So Calvin, he haven't really done, I would say, a lot of damage to Sabrina's heart, but he have done stuff that made no sense, like wearing female underwear, which put Sabrina at question about him. And now he's so irritated with the fact that she is at question about him, but he have done things like kiss his male friend in the mouth and stick her vibrator up his butt. I mean, it's certain things that causes that I can see why Sabrina could be a little cringed with Calvin and his shenanigans. And then on top of this, you always want to make a big fuss about who she's seeing or who's trying to see her. And it's like, what make you feel like you have the right to do that? That would irritate the double hockey sticks out of me if this guy felt like he was going to control every situation of mine, but yet and still he leaves my apartment one morning and go and have sex with another woman at my friend's house. Like, you humiliate me all around. Then you run up on Jacoby when me and him talking. Then you backdoor that and run up on Prince Brumman and got your ass whooped both times. So it's like it's just cringe after cringe after cringe. But other than that, Calvin, he haven't really took Sabrina through too much damage. Now going back to Preston and Danny. Preston, he haven't really took Danny through too many ups and downs. Like, I mean, he haven't really took her through too many downs. I ain't gonna say he took her through any ups either, because I mean, if that's the case, why is Danny still living in the studio apartment? Like, Preston not elevate. He's not doing anything to elevate Danny. And I'm not saying that that's his responsibility, but if he's gonna be trying to be a part of her life, in my opinion, if a man trying to be a part of my life, I would at least expect, you know, some elevation. So, She's still in the studio apartment that he's trying to come kick his legs up at every chance he get. And he's always irritated with her when she don't want him to. Not only that, he's going out on dates with other women, have not yet asked Danny out on a date. And I understand in the beginning Danny probably wasn't interested in going out on a date with Preston, and I believe it was because of her confidence, her level of confidence at the time. Because I mean, I remember going back to the grocery store when her and Preston was shopping for some steaks and dinner that he was about to go cook for her at her place. And it was some females in the grocery store, and they was giggling under their breath, and Danny, she got offended by it. And she felt like the girls was talking about her or laughing at her for some reason. And I feel like back then Danny was more, she felt like she was unattractive, and she was more a question about her image. And I don't think that she was that confident with it either. And I think that she expressed that to Preston at one point. But all in all, that was the old Danny. These days, baby, Danny is outside. Okay, Danny is popping her shit. Danny is looking good. Her body snatched. Yeah, take her out on a date, Preston. You taking all these other girls out on a date, and so I feel where Danny coming from, because come on now, you out here being too friendly, just being too friendly with all these different females, taking them out on a date, this and that. One minute this your friend, next minute that's your friend. No, I wouldn't want Preston back either if I was Danny after he done did all these bopping around. No. If that's the case, he for the streets. He can stay there. So other than all of that, Preston, he ain't really did much to harm Danny's heart. I can say that the most that would have scarred me if it was my situation was when Preston's racist herd of brothers came up to her job to harass her and threaten her with racist comments. Now that, out of all would have probably ran me away from Preston. I probably wouldn't have wanted nothing to do with him after that. And then the fact that he just tends to always want to pop up whenever he feel like it. You know, she going days with trying to hit him up. He won't answer the phone. Sending her to voicemail. But next thing you know, here he come whenever he feel like it. So I feel where Danny coming from. So who are we? Going back to Andy and Gary. With Andy and Gary, first of all, I mean, all of the ups in their relationship were material things. Let's just say that. And speaking on the downs, Gary, let's start with the fact that you were married when you got with this woman. All in all, she does have to take full responsibility for her part, but at the same time, you need to stand and take full responsibility for the whole situation. You were married when you got with this woman, and you and her went through all types of strange shit together throughout this affair. And On top of all of that, you used your son, which has autism, you used him for, I would say, an excuse to bounce back and forth in between home and the gym, which was Andy's place or her little small apartment. Let Gary tell it. So, yeah, my back hurting. Time for me to go to the gym. Speaking of the gym, but you used your son as an excuse to leave right after sex every time you would come over there at 4 o'clock in the morning, beat her cakes, and bounce because you say that your son can't take being away from you for so long. But now all of a sudden, since your wife broke inside of Andy's apartment while you were there, shot you with rubber bullets, shot at her, and got arrested. Now all of a sudden, the same son that you say can't be away from you for that long, you sent him to your mama, which your mama is supposed to be deceased, right? Ain't that why you threw Jasmine off the bridge back in season 2 when she chunked your mother's ashes inside of your car that she set on fire? And even if you was speaking on your mother-in-law, which is Jasmine's mom, why didn't you just say that? Because going back to the episode after you got shot with the rubber bullets and Jasmine got arrested, you told Andy sitting at the end of her bed, you told her that you was sending your son to your mother's house. So if you was talking about Jasmine's mom, why didn't you say your mother-in-law's house? And on top of that, you also told Andy that Jasmine's mom and all of Jasmine's family is crazy. So even if you was speaking on your mom-in-law, why would you send your son who has autism that can't stand to be away from you for too long? Why would you send him to a group of crazy people? So you mean to tell me Jasmine's in jail? Her folks crazy. You chasing behind Andy, and your son is at Jasmine's mom's house with autism, and he can't stand to be away from you long enough for you to bust a nut when you're supposed to be at the gym. Okay, Gary, I can go on and on with you. You're abusive. You're controlling. You bruised Andy's ribs, and she still took you back when she should have went to the hospital and made a report on your ass. Now, since she's trying to move on, you're stalking her. You're still trying to low key control her, and she's still low key allowing you to. You threw shots about you and Andy creating some babies together, but when she wanted to meet your children, you told her you wasn't ready for all that yet. After you married this woman, you had made her your wife. Well, you were about to marry her, but she turned down the wedding. So, all in all, Gary, you've been full of shit. And you been bringing Andy. If it wasn't for those material things that you got, you'd have been brought Andy down. You would have tore her to pieces. Andy was on the verge of losing her career because of you. She had lost her apartment, her car. Everything that she owned had gotten seized because of you. So I just feel like with Andy and Gary and their whole situation, it's senseless to me. It's senseless. Then he was still hopping back and forth from Andy and Jasmine even after he divorced Jasmine, which is why Jasmine felt the need to keep on picking at Andy, rolling up on her job with her homegirls to jump Andy. Them broke into this woman apartment, shooting at her. All because of you, Gary. But we're gonna move on to Karen and Zach. When it come down to Karen and Zach, they had ooh wee too many ups and downs. And I wouldn't even really say ups. I would say they had a whole lot of downs. And starting with the fact that Karen took him back after he gave her an STD. Let's start with that. Not only that, Zach went out there and had more unprotected sex. Like, he showed his ass literally, just like Gary did over there on old girl Instagram page, on her Instagram profile, the one that Andy caught. Yeah, these dudes is showing their ass literally out here. So he lay up on Cameron, not paying no bills, cheating on her every chance he get. That even went out there and made anonymous children that he did not even know about, all because he can't keep his penis in his pants. Not only that, Zach got females going up to Danny on her job, telling Danny that they pregnant for Zach. So that Zach can go, I mean, so that Danny can go back and tell Karen all this he say, she say stuff. Like, not only that, it's like that was making Karen feel so unwanted by him to the point where she felt like she had to go and grab Rico on the side just so that she can feel wanted a little bit. Because all that Zach was out there doing, I'm pretty sure Karen felt like a side chick anyway. So why not do side chick behavior? Why be faithful to you when you all out there doing what you want to do? Bringing me back shit that we both got to go get cured. We both going to go get cured together. So Zach, not only did he do all of that to Karen, and Karen allowed him to because she took him back each time, and now she's still talking about she going to go get that bag. I'm gonna go get that bag. Okay, why would you want that bag? He done did all of this and some. He has taken his anger out on your property, bust up your TVs, ruined your plant that you was growing since college. He done tried to invade your privacy, have invaded your privacy. When you tried to move on after you was done with him, you let him do what he wanted to do, and you cut that loose, and you moved on. Here he come trying to break inside your hotel room and all of this here. Now, as soon as Karen started to move on, he come creeping back up. Then she allowed him to stick his dick back in, and now boom, she got a baby on the way. And come to find out, she don't know who the daddy is. Zach, he done moved on. He over there happy with Fatima. Karen's still over here tussling with her heart, trying to go get Zach back. And that's not gonna happen. And after all that he put her through, he still got the last laugh. He did not bring her through any ups at all. Even when he paid her back that 75,000, there wasn't no up compared to what she was already in debt with. And then compared to what all that she had to put up with and give her time to when she was dealing with him, letting him lay up for free. Okay? So I feel like Karen was a damn good woman. She was a better woman to Zach than she was to herself at the time. And Zach took that woman through plenty down, plenty of them. And then Aaron came along. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about that. Karen don't want no damn Aaron. She don't. She do not want Aaron. Aaron ain't slanging that dick the way Zach slanging it over, the way Zach was slanging it, and the way he's slanging it over there at Fatima. That's what Karen wants. Aaron, he's not a confrontational person. Zach, he's about that. Okay? He's about rolling up on your job, trying to figure out what's up, why you ain't answering. Zach, he's about pulling up in your at your front yard, even when your new dude there. He about going to go break in my hotel room whenever he know I'm in there with another dude. Yeah, Zach, he about that. Aaron, he's not about all of that conflict. He's not gonna entertain Karen with that. And that's what Karen wants. Karen, she's a confrontational person. She loves conflict. And I feel like that's what turns her on. And then now Zach over here moving on with Fatima, and it's hard for Karen to accept it because after all she been through, she feel like she should get the last laugh, you know. But I feel like don't use Aaron as an scapegoat to escape your emotions for Zach. You using Aaron just to get over Zach. You don't really want that man. And Karen, you know you don't really want that man. You just using him to get over Zach. And you have announced this to the sisters on the last episode. You don't like him like that. You done told Aaron that you not over Zach. So when it come down to all the sisters after everything that we just went through, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. And my opinion is Karen is the sister that has went through the most ups and downs within her relationship. Now, if y'all want to bring Fatima in this, Fatima and Zach haven't really went through many ups and downs. They going through some ups. They going through some ups. They coming up, and I'm proud of them. But I can say that the only thing that he done really just kind of took her through is the Karen situation. Him going reneging, going back to go have sex with Karen after he moved on to Fatima. And all in all, she used the excuse that, oh, I wasn't really sure back then, but still, come on now. It don't change the fact that that dude played you right there underneath your nose. So that you can say that was a little bit, caused a little question to her heart about that. And also the fact that this new baby had, concerns about this new baby that he didn't know about, that he created when he was with Karen. And he did this behind Karen bed. And so, all in all, I wouldn't say that that's a downer for their relationship right now. I would say that it can lead to a downer, but it depends on how they treat the situation. And I feel like with Fatima is that they're gonna make a positive ending to the whole situation that they're facing. So y'all can drop down in the comments to let me know what y'all think. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl Toya Telly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And also hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.